Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
From the Good Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival in Stevenson Park in Friendswood, Texas, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, presented by the Space City Corvette Club and sponsored by Emmons Autoplex in Webster.
Thank you.
Ahead, we've got another guest here in the In Wheel Time remote studio. Keep calling it booth. It's not. It's a studio, don't you think?
More like an outdoor
With all the
park.
wires and all the crap that we've got sitting around, you'd think that we're going to go to Mars.
Hey.
Get it? Mars.
Yeah,
You're
go
gonna
to
go to
Mars for the next one.
I'm with you.
Take us away, Michael.
No. So, at any rate, we have a guest. Mr. Mars is going to introduce him.
Yeah, joining us now is Mr. Scott Gordon.
Yes, sir.
He's got a place sitting back over here with a colegordon, the helping hand,
Yes,
right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. AJ mentioned that earlier, so could you kind of tell us what that is?
Explain this.
Colegordon, right.
It is a foundation that was founded roughly 5 years ago, 2 weeks ago, and it was in honor of my son who was killed in a car wreck.
Sorry.
Thank you. Cole was
I cannot imagine something more horrible than that.
as we've said many times, is most people never get to see what their kids accomplish. When we've seen the love and reward and people's respect and the things that people have done in honor of Cole, you get to a feeling of what your kid actually did. You know, most of us hope that you never get to see it, and believe me, I hope nobody has to, but inevitably sometimes it does happen. He had an accident hauling animals for 4-H and FFA children, bringing back from northwest Texas, and they say lost control, I say fell asleep. About 5 o'clock in the morning in Navasota. Houston News covered it to the nth degree. Friendswood, being the community that you see here today, it would be another kid in a big city, but he was a big kid in a little city. And it was a blessing, and it was very it helped us get through it. And then we founded a nonprofit because we believe kids need the 4-H. We need the FFA back in these kids. And the biggest thing I wanted or saw is kids with a lack of self-confidence. And people always, and it's human nature to tell you what you can't do. You know, if you walk up to somebody, I can't run that computer, I can't do a show. Tell me what you can do. Well, work on what you can't. And that's what kids don't get generally, is they feel like, you know, I can't do that, I shouldn't go talk to those guys, they don't want me. And, you know, if you think about it, everyone's on their phones and they're all on their computers.
Well, that's true.
And they're not.
Although I can't relate to that. I've got daughters, and they're on their phones a lot, but not like some I see.
And FFA and 4-H are great responsibility builders and character of children and young adults, I should call them. We've got a half a dozen going in this weekend. Brazoria County Fair kicks off today. So we've got animals. We
weren't invited, but we'll go.
Come on, let's go. Don't threaten me with a good time. There is the shows and the majors and the Houston Livestock Show where the kids get to go and they walk on green shavings, and it's a big, big deal. And you've got homeschooled kids that don't have a barn, and they don't have
Or take field trips to a barn.
and they don't have sports places. They don't have all that. And there's a big niche of kids that the parents don't put them into public schools. I was talking to one of our Texas officials, or now United States official, and it's north of a third of all kids don't go to public schools.
And that's across the United States or just Texas?
I think it's Texas. And you can see it when they have shootings and things in those schools that you kind of get it to be, well, maybe not quite yet.
Understood, yeah.
And then, so we have a lot of homeschool kids that wouldn't have the opportunity to make other friends.
So do FFA and 4-H, do they allow kids that are homeschooled into their organization?
FFA is tied to your high schools and school systems, so if they're not in the schools, no. Now, 4-H, you can do anything you want. So we have the Helping Hand 4-H that we founded so kids can.
I don't understand. So it's tied to a high school.
Well,
what if you don't go to the high school?
The revenue that the school makes. I mean,
Well,
from
and the teachers and the facilities.
And
But you know, I have a cousin that she homeschooled all 10 of her kids, literally.
10?
She had 2 sets of twins, so, you know, it wasn't the plan. But she homeschooled them. She's had 4 of them have already graduated college. You know, a couple of them or went to the seminary. But she found football and sports, baseball, that it's a homeschooled child, they could go participate. And she made sure that they did all that they could. So it's very important what you're doing.
We were blessed with income. We had lots of people help donate to it in the beginning. As soon as Cole passed, Del Papa Distributing is a big one. Carbach Beer in Houston. They actually make Cole his own beer. It's Love Street Light in the store, but it will have Cole's logo on it eventually. And, things that...
By the way, just to interject, yes, I did go to the Love Street Light Circus and Feel Good Machine. It was an actual place in Houston, Texas. Did you know that?
It's over by...
It's downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got a tattoo.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You don't want to know where it is, though. Anyway, go ahead. We regress.
We bought. We had someone step up and help me as a silent partner, a business partner, whatever. And we bought 13 acres in Alvin, just out of the Friendswood line over here. We built a 18,000, 20,000 square foot barn, and it was full. I mean, we're only 5 years old. We did that 3 years ago. We outgrew it in 18 months. That many kids needed a place to do. From 6th, 7th, 8th grade, high school you can do what you want, but those juniors don't get in it.
Yeah.
And once they get to high school, they got cars, and they're working on their go-fast cars and all the mechanics and all the things they want to do, and then you get football and sports and band and boyfriends and girlfriends. They're gone.
Yeah.
They're not going to get into it. So if you get them when they're younger, you get a better chance to at least teach them something.
And it's a little bit easier for them to learn the responsibility and thing because they're not quite so distracted. They're a little more focused. They can learn better.
And we want the parents around. The more the parents help them, we say it's on the kid, but it's not families feeding animals. But it is the kid and the parents, hey, let's go to this show. Hey, I want to go watch this person. He's really good. And they find something that they like in it, and it sticks with them. And, just like football sticks with people, but how many people play football out of all the kids that go through high school?
Right.
What, 1/10 of 1% maybe?
Yeah.
And animals, everybody has a chance to do it.
Right.
You do it in college. They have show teams and professional drivers that take them around. And
I watch more reels with animals in it than anything else.
yeah, makes sense.
I mean, I do. On my Facebook feed, that's what I watch.
You got animals. You've got it on your funniest bloopers.
Stuff,
be
yeah,
out on TV. Everyone wants to see the video with the cats and the dogs and the animals. And these kids work really hard. They're there every morning, every night, a couple hours every session that they're there. They have to raise their own animal. They have to pay for it.
Yeah. That's where you develop that work ethic that they can use the rest of their life.
Correct. And we built that barn, and then we were blessed from Leeward Energies, a solar company, that came in and through the Brazoria County Commissioner's Court donated enough money to build another 18,000 square foot building.
Jeez.
And then we've had remarkable donors being a nonprofit. One company donated the entire electrical install, Davidson Electric. Wholesale Electric donated every light bulb, wire nut, conduit, everything. And 18-wheelers showed up with stuff.
That car right there has got some wire nuts in it.
Mainly behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, including the one behind the wheel.
That's a loose nut.
Spit mailer wire.
I want to know about this.
Oh, boy. Well, we're blessed that we knew Tracy Bird. Cole was actually pretty good friends with him. He could knock on his door, his motorhome, and he'd let him in. And he called and asked us, hey, I've got a couple dates. I promised you I'd do one, and this is Cole's 5-year anniversary. And he said, Tracy Bird said, I'll come play a concert for you. And we'll do a full show, and we'll do the whole bit. And then we called the Flight Museum over in Webster, the Lone Star Flight Museum. And
fabulous
they
place.
They made a little deal with us. If we would help them through our cooking part of the organization, they would donate the entire facility. So
Wonderful.
we go do a little. It's like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah.
Right.
We know about that.
That's the old handshake deals, and you don't have to have your firstborn and all
15
all
pages
your
of paper
financials.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we're going to play a concert January 18th. He's coming in. We're going to have a big live auction, silent auction, open bar, sit down meal.
And what day is a week is
Saturday night.
It's a Saturday night.
It'll be a fun deal. I'm going to get with the Corvette guys and see if they want to bring their cars out and put them in the building with us
that
too.
would be nice.
We'd be more than happy to let you see the in-wheel time machine.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it'd be fun. Bring
So
it out.
how do you get tickets to the event and find out more information?
Cole's www.colegordonfoundation.com, and the Facebook is Cole Gordon Helping Hand, and my phone number is on everything, so it's 713-823-5989. There's several different ways to get us. If you pull up Helping Hand on Google, it'll bring you to the Helping Hand Ranch. So all the phone
So
numbers
are you over here in a booth or just your car?
No, we have a on the other side of the ag. There's more to 4-H and FFA.
Okay.
There's actually culinary side to
So
it.
folks can actually
Wait a minute.
donate to that
So-
to get a shirt or a hat or merch is over there.
Merch.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a full culinary side and all kinds of things for the kids. So we have a full class where they can come get their serve safe in our commercial kitchen.
Really?
That we have a full commercial kitchen, basically donated most of it by Bucky's. Beaver from Bucky's stepped in and helped us quite a bit. He's a big supporter and believer in helping kids. You know, he built that multi-million-dollar facility at Texas A&M, so he believes in helping the next generation, which we all should.
Sure. Yeah. We
We do.
Well, he do.
We do. Matter of fact, we've got a big car show next weekend out at Spring Branch. Those kids that are in the automotive program out there, and they're going to put on a big car show, and they've invited us to come out there, and so we get it.
I'm going to do one right like you would do for everybody on the auto side. We're getting ready to start. When I find a donor to help us with a building, I want to put a 1,800 square foot building up, ag mechanics. And get
very
kids
nice.
using their hands.
And I know that you're a part of the rodeo, and you know that they've got a whole ag mechanic competition.
Correct.
And if anybody, I was out there for 20 years, and I thoroughly enjoyed my time out there.
Were you on that committee?
No, I was not.
Oh, Gus Smith was the one that helped us run the ag mechanics. He was a good friend.
I'll tell you, to see those kids and do that ag mechanic thing, you're going to go.
What is ag? I'm envisioning tractors.
Well, there's that.
There's that. They teach welding. They teach how to put in trailer lights. They might build a trailer hay hauler. They might build something to haul a piece of a tractor.
Farm and ranch.
Farm and ranch ag.
Repair of equipment.
So anything that, like ranch hand is back maybe a better word, but it's ag mechanics. I know some places, I don't know if Houston still does it, but they would take, like our friends at Kubota that help us on our place from Lansdowne, Moody, they would sabotage a tractor and make somebody go fix it.
Yeah, figure out what's
I
wrong
thought
with
that was, well, at least back in my day when I was out there at the rodeo, they had a competition.
They did.
And they would sabotage the tractor. And it was up to the ag mechanic team from whatever school it was to find out what the problem was and get it running. It was all by the clock.
And it could be anything from a fuse to maybe a wiring harness to
pinhole.
a pinhole and
Anything.
a vacuum line.
But at rodeo, you're familiar. They gave them those great big Snap-on boxes. That was their trophy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
So they got $5,000-$10,000 Snap-on toolboxes for their classroom
Yeah.
or their ag mechanics program. That's what we're doing next. I got a lot of people that want kids to. Not all kids are going to go to college,
Right.
and just accept it. And
Well, and you look at what the colleges are offering nowadays too.
And how much it costs.
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
So
a lot. Thank you so much for coming by. It was
Appreciate
a
you
pleasure
guys.
and an honor to talk to you.
Well,
Thank you, and sorry for your loss, and just chalk this up as another one for Cole.
make lemonade out of lemons.
That's it.
Yep.
Thanks again.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate
Thank you.
All right. The award-winning In Will Time Car Talk show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In Will Time Car Talk. We video stream our live weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, at InWillTime.com, usually from 10 to noon. This week, a bonus hour.
Unusually.
This week is the bonus hour, so we're here today 10 to 1. And the In Will Time Car Talk show will continue right after this quick break.
The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipe means when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the first Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here is the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katie's another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located on 99 the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station. Located just around the corner from Kyle Field, it's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Going to Louisiana? The Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont is on I-10, so you can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants has the best Tex-Mex anywhere, and you're invited anytime. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com.
Welcome back to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. I want to take just a couple of seconds here to talk to you about Emmons Autoplex, our sponsor here today at the Good Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival in Stevenson Park in Friendswood. And, it's funny, friends, and somehow or another, David connected with the Emmons brothers at Emmons Autoplex and wound up over the years has bought 6 cars from
Six cars.
Yeah.
6.
So how did that come
Kiddos,
about? Did I tell you about Emmons, or was it into the block, or what?
I found them when they were in Pasadena before they moved to Webster.
Wow.
It was a used car, looking at them online, and found very clean, very reasonable. Low miles. Started buying them for the step kiddos. Great cars. You don't have to haggle on the price.
That's right. There's no haggle.
Yeah,
That's the price of the car.
It's the price. You want it, you get it, you drive it, boom, you're done.
You move, and then you come back for your second one.
I think
that's
that
right.
the most amazing one was the Honda Odyssey van, and it is a brown color, and it looks like Grandma would take it to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, David.
No, I like it, David. I don't know where he's going with this.
But this car, I swear, when he brought it to me and showed it to me, I'm going, David, this looks brand new.
Yeah.
And it basically was. It has as many miles on it as that car does right now, 35,000 miles.
I didn't want a van. I was shopping for a car for Ryan, which we found and got a different car there. But it was so clean. I mean, it looked like it was off the showroom
pass it
floor.
up.
Yeah, I couldn't pass it up.
Right.
You know, I figured if I ever need to pack in the family and go somewhere,
Which you did. You drove it to
I
Michigan
did.
on vacation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drove it all the way up there. No problem. Starts every time. If both air conditioners work, leather loaded. You know.
So if you want to know more about Emmons Autoplex,
You can
Jeff's got the.
Emmons Autoplex that we were talking about. They are. I lost my place. Okay, well, store hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Saturdays from 6:30, and they're closed on Sunday. But they're conveniently located for the Webster area, Pasadena, Dickinson, Pearland. They've got over 750 vehicles, like David talked about. They have financing available. They'll have those options on it. Wide variety of pre-owned. My granddaughter got one from them as well. Loves the car. So I encourage you. They're located at 528 West NASA Parkway, just south of I-45 on the Gulf Freeway. Emmons Autoplex in Webster, pre-owned at its finest.
And October car shows continue along with the cruise-ins. We're going to be next week at the Back to the Past car show at Spring Branch High School, October 19th. The Hemi Hideout Open House is November 9th.
That'll be fun.
That's open to the public, by the way. Bring $10 for the donation, and in you go. The holiday kickoff at Tailpipes and Tacos, November 16th. And then, of course, the Houston Autorama that we always go to Thanksgiving weekend. We hope you'll stop by our In Real Time remote broadcast center and say hello to us.
Well, they're going to stop by because I'm going to be there.
Well, that's
Exactly.
true. Yeah, that's right. This time he's got his pants on.
There you go.
Okay. And I know that you told me your name when I first met you, and it is?
Austin Davis.
Yes, sir.
Pull that
Austin-
closer to your mouth.
Austin Davis. You know, there's a couple of famous people in that name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Clive Davis
Clive
is the one I was
Davis,
thinking of. Yeah, and Stephen F. Austin. But at any rate,
Well, yeah, there's Austin
Mr.
Hilberger.
Texas A&M, what year are you in there in
I'm
Aggie-land?
a sophomore.
A sophomore.
Yes, sir.
So you got a few more years, about 2.5
Yes,
to
sir.
go. And what are you majoring in? What is you hope to get a diploma in?
I'm a ag economics major, and I think I like focus and finance and real estate.
So you could tell me how much a bale of hay is and how many bales of hay I need for that group of cows I got over there, and I've got all of that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir. Sure thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Good answer.
When he met me and I was introduced to him, he goes to Texas A&M, and I said, "Hey, roll tide. Nice to meet you."
Yeah,
exactly.
Go Blue.
I'll throw in a Boomer Sooner for you, and that way you're surrounded.
Hey, I'm a Sooner fan today as long as they beat Texas.
There you go.
Texas is number one, aren't they? They rated number one.
They ain't played any
Well, they
hard teams
were.
yet.
I don't know if they still are.
They're not going to admit that. But at any rate, he was talking to me about his vehicle. And it's on the front of his shirt there, and it's is it a Bronco?
Which one?
It's an 89 Bronco.
89 Bronco.
Yes, sir.
And it's got some Longhorns on
I
the
was
front.
gonna say,
and I
you're
said,
What
the what?
What the Longhorns
You
going
got
on?
them going the wrong way. You need to
Either that, or at least they're sawed off or something.
Wow.
But no,
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
So
there's some work to do in it.
Oh yeah.
Do you know him?
Ask him where he drove, where he came from to get here.
Where did you come to get here?
I drove from Aggieland and College Station all the way back home here.
To be here.
So
at the show
what you
today?
Here just for the show.
What you needed to do, you had your laundry done and maybe your car.
Oh,
So that's why
yeah.
you came in.
Oh yeah,
why
I
you're
gave
here.
it to Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Since I'm here,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
So you live in a dorm in a home, or you got to share?
Yep.
He lives in a
I
prison
live,
cell.
I live in the pretty much on the quad, 50 square feet.
Yeah.
Pretty much shared between. It's 100 square feet, but it's shared between me and my roommate,
Yeah,
so
so
I get
you
about
get
50
That's
realistically.
okay. But you know what? It's an experience you'll never forget.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy every
It's
moment.
great.
That you
Well,
do.
Yeah.
what is her name? Your roommate?
Her name is Jake.
Okay.
is he from Allstate or State Farm? Wherever.
Not
he's
yet.
from.
That's
Not
the
yet.
State Farm guy.
State Farm.
No, he's looking for that degree.
Oh my
so,
God.
no, not yet.
Is he in the ag program as well?
No, he's a history major for now.
History major.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Sure.
in other words, he can either be a school teacher or he can teach something that,
Or a politician?
or a politician maybe.
He could tell me a lot about my historic truck, so
There you go.
There you go.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
How'd you get that truck? Where'd you get that?
It was my dad's second car. My grandparents bought it for him, so then I took it over once I needed one.
And you haven't tore it up yet?
Don't tell my dad. It's been a few ditches, so
How many times?
twice. I've fallen into 2 washouts, so and it's caught on fire twice.
That's what he calls
fell.
them. That's what they call them now, washouts.
Yeah.
And he
yeah.
fell into him.
I fell into it.
It sucked him right into that ditch.
Austin,
yeah.
Those dang ditches.
It's great to have you here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you bet. Anything you want to tell our listening audience?
Or
We're
maybe
global except for Russia.
Folks back up in Aggieland?
Yeah. No,
Oh yeah, everybody needs to turn out. Come down here. Beautiful weather.
It
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
Gorgeous. Not a cloud in the
Absolutely.
sky. There's no clouds in the sky.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Anyway,
Amazing.
Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate
you for having me.
bet. Thank you. Stellantis wrapping up incentives to address an inventory glut in the U.S. They ain't selling any cars because they're overpriced.
Yep.
But the company still posted a 20% third-quarter sales decline, and retailers say the automaker needs to get even more aggressive when it comes to selling cars and behaving themselves and not ticking the entire world off.
Nope.
And get rid of that worthless Carlos Tavares. Customers sued Napleton Automotive Group, alleging one of his Illinois Stellantis dealerships ran a formal credit check on him without consent.
Nice.
You know what that does to your credit?
Well, in some cases, yes.
Brian Olson, whose lawsuit said he was explicit with Napleton's Arlington Heights Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram about wanting to pay cash and sought class action status for the past 5 years for U.S. consumers who experienced a similar unauthorized hard credit check by the group. Hard formal credit checks can affect a customer's credit score and are typically performed when a consumer submits a credit application to finance a vehicle, which he did not. He was paying cash for it, and he got hosed on his credit. What did it say? For instance, he's going to go try and buy a house. Well, wait a minute. You just had a credit check. Now, if we're going to charge you a higher interest rate now that you've had a credit
Well,
check.
not only on your house, but your car insurance.
Yeah, everything
Everything.
goes up. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's ridiculous that just somebody does something simple like that. You're even thinking about getting another credit card. and you
Save
do
your
it.
money and pay
Ooh, man.
cash. You get better deals.
Have you heard about this thing from Honda?
No, tell us.
Honda has finally revealed the business plan and technology behind the O Series. Its lineup of next-generation electric vehicles for American drivers, promising 7 battery-powered models with all-wheel drive, spunky acceleration, 300 miles of driving range, and eyes-off automated driving. We've been waiting, and Honda has done absolutely nothing in all of this build-up of electric vehicles. Nobody at Honda's stepped up to say, what are you going to do? Well, they finally said it's going to be the O, and I encourage you to check it out. There's not a lot written about it. They had a press release, and so that's all I can tell you, because I don't know anything either other than what I just brought you. There's that. Ford Motor Company become one of the latest companies to reevaluate how it approaches diversity, equity, and inclusion in a testy public atmosphere where such initiatives have come under fire. Not only have they gone in that way, there's other dealership groups that have gone that way. And I also wanted to bring to you this news. I think I told you that Volkswagen has gone away at the Port of Houston. Well, they are aiming to simplify vehicle shipping logistics for a large swath of its U.S. dealers while utilizing a new port facility along the Texas Gulf Coast. Shipping hub in Freeport will import and process up to 140,000 vehicles annually by VW, Audi, Bentley, Lamborghini, and Porsche. The facility at Port Freeport will be used for only importing vehicles. It's a huge, beautiful, brand new facility. If you're into that sort of thing, look it up down there in Freeport. I just thought that it was interesting, I thought that everybody wanted to know.
Yep.
So there's that. All right. It's time now for us to wrap it up here, and we are going to wrap up officially today's show from Stevenson Park and the beautiful Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival right after a quick break. Right here on In Wheel Time.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The In Wheel Time Fall Remote Tour continues Saturday, October 12th from 8:30 to 3 at the Good Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival, hosted by the Space City Corvette Club. See up to 300 cars under the trees in beautiful Stevenson Park in Friendswood. Competitors register online. Proceeds benefit Texas Equisearch. Showgoers are free and will see all makes and models of the finest rides at this judged event. It's Saturday, October 12th, 8:30 to 3 at the Good Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival in Stevenson Park in Friendswood, sponsored by Emmons Autoplex on FM 528 near the Gulf Freeway in Webster. The In Wheel Time Fall Tour continues Saturday, October 19th at the 4th Annual Blast to the Past Car Show. It's fun for the family with classic cars, food vendors, and the school museum will be open for tours. It all happens at 9016 Westview Drive in Houston. Discount registration online at springbranchbears.com/car show or $30 the day of. Spectators are free. Sponsored by VFW Post 8790 and its auxiliary, working to vitalize and unite the Houston community and its veterans. No veteran is left behind. See you October 19th.
Well, that's it for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Be sure and check out our website, inwheeltime.com. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a like. Tell your car friends about us and share our stuff if you would. We'll keep you connected to all things automotive all week long. Reach out to us 24/7 via email. info@inwheeltime.com is our address. We like car pics, so send us some of your car with a description and any info you want to pass along, and we'll feature it on a future show. When you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. Grab a podcast anytime from your favorite podcast provider. We live stream the show on Facebook, YouTube, and InRealTime.com every Saturday 10 to noon, unless we're on a remote. And then it's 10 to 1, bonus hour. The In Real Time video technical director is we always need more Jeff Zika.
Yep.
For booking agent, video editor, and people finder, Mike Out of This World Mars. Chief engineer, David Ainsley.
Yep.
And our special, extra special guest, Jeff Heitzman.
All right, Jeffrey.
I'm Don Armstrong.
Jeffrey.
Special thanks today to the Emmons brothers at Emmons Autoplex in Webster for
you.
sponsoring today's show. Next week, we'll be at the Back to the Past car show located at 9016 Westview at the site of the old Spring Branch High School. Our live broadcast will run from 10 to 1 Central Time. Thanks for joining us today. Be safe out there and have a great weekend.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.